And that kind of like leaves us off. So guess what's back? So I'm gonna draw.
Wow. Let's get
all of y'all.
I've been waiting to see this.
And I jumped on, I think a couple days ago, and I was like, all right, what should I be drawing?
There we go.
Right. So
What do we have here?
couple things. So we need to build this story out. The Chip and the Ricky story adventure, like what's going on, because you know we need to start really like fleshing this out. And I think you know, I was working on some concept sketches. I was telling the story. I was like, yo, here's baby Chip and Ricky, little baby pics right here.
Humble beginnings.
The humble beginnings, yeah. And then I had some other ones that I was working on where I was like, all right, we need to continue these, because if you guys know, I have a small little comic book collection, and that's where I started minting these guys on OpenSea, and so I'm gonna continue to do that. So whatever I finish today, if I can get it all done, I'll be minting it on OpenSea, and I'll probably only do like 20 editions. So if you got him, you gotta get him. So we had like, you know, just kind of like little backstory pieces. I set Chip, the main character, in Canada, because I've only ever been to Canada 2 times.
I went once.
Otico's from Canada. Tell me about Canada. What you got going up in Canada?
We got moose. We got a lot of maple trees, maple syrup.
You got Bigfoots up there?
What's that?
Bigfoots?
Yeah, if you go to Algonquin, you'll find a Bigfoot for sure. There's multiple. It's just there's a myth about there's only being one, but there's actually like 12 just lingering around Algonquin Park. So
do you eat a lot of poutine?
Yeah, Montreal is the place for poutine, I think. I might be wrong on that, but I feel like they have a reputation over there with their poutine.
What is poutine?
I think that's what we gotta draw. We gotta draw some poutine.
Wait, you don't know what poutine is?
No, I have no idea. Poutine.
Okay, so it's just fries, but it's got gravy over it and like cheese and like just like melted cheese with gravy.
I'm down for that.
And then you just muck it and it's really good.
Yeah, that sounds actually like hella fire.
Yeah, it's really good.
So I'm looking at the chat. I'm not on the YouTube chat, but I am on the
Disco.
The stream chat. Which one should I draw? What you guys think? I see a lot of RVs. The people want to see the RV, I think.
That's a vibe.
Bing bong.
Bing bong.
Have you guys ever gone RV camping?
I used to go all the time.
Really?
Like once a year. My parents are like grandfathered into this like crazy campsite. It's called Thousand Trails, and there's literally like 1,000 of them all over America. And you just like have a membership and you could go wherever you want. We should go camping.
Dude, I love camping. I went 3 times last year.
Yeah, let's go camping.
I'm trying to go water camping.
Water
camping.
Are you a duck? You're really a duck.
Know, like, wait a second.
That's serious duck activity right there.
That's some serious duck activity. Sleeping on a boat, man.
Oh, true.
Oh, on a
water
boat.
camping. That'd be
Okay. That makes sense. I was like, duh.
So let's see. So we're gonna do this little RV thing. This is where he lives. I think this is where Ricky lives, actually. I don't think Chip lives in RV.
Yeah.
I think Ricky's like bootlegging those cable boxes.
Yeah, it sounds about right.
Definitely lives in RV, and he's probably got like do they have dogs? Do they have dogs in SupDucks, or is it just frogs?
I thought you were gonna say, do they have dogs in Canada? Just be like,
No, man.
Do they have dogs in Canada?
Justin Trudeau.
Is it just the butterflies?
Oh.
Yo, for some of you guys,
kids.
some of you guys might know, some of you might not know that we got a caterpillar experiment going on.
Yeah, we have like 5
You
caterpillars.
guys seen this? Someone should drop a picture in the chat. Yo, this caterpillar thing.
It's kind of gross.
It is gross. I think it's only gross because we saw what it looked like in there day one.
It was clean early on.
It was nice looking. Like I would have lived in there.
It was lively.
What's wild about it though is like when they came up, they were so small.
Yeah, they were like
itty,
2 millimeters.
itty,
like little
bitty little tiny little things.
Now
and
they're
then like
horrifying.
they in like a matter of like 4 or 5 days, they went from being like a millimeter to like
these big
they're
like
huge.
Yeah,
and they made a mess.
I mean, if one of you guys like started cocooning and turned into a butterfly, I'd be freaked out. Like,
you'd be freaked out or jealous.
What else is something funny? He's probably got like those little pegs in the ground. Got a chain on it, and there's just a megatode.
That's pretty accurate. Maybe like a kiddie pool.
No, it's just a megatode. Chained up.
Megatode.
This is all buff.
Don't get too close. This guy barks way too loud.
He's got a barking megatode in the middle. He's like,
He doesn't bite. He just
it's
blows
like,
your
you know what I'm
eardrum.
saying? It's like chained up. He's like, it just it just runs in circles. So it's got like those like little circles everywhere, little dookies. Megatoad's just been like chained up for a minute, like a pit bull.
So trying to sprint out of that proximity for a while. I just can't make it out of there.
They have peyote in Canada. I know that. I was trying to find this bookstore in Vancouver, and I went in, and there was this guy. I think the place closed, but he was the Hood Shaman.
Shaman.
Yeah, that was the name of the place. And like, I walk in, watch, I'll draw it, because it was kind of cool. There's like a table right here, and then he has like this little rack. And he had this bookshelf with all these crazy books, like the craziest books ever. I'm so dumb I didn't buy any. There was like a little back area with like one of those like beaded curtains.
Whoa.
Like this. He was like the Hood Shaman.
That's how you know he's legit.
Yeah.
You need a bead curtain and
like,
some
he had
incense.
all this really crazy stuff. He was selling. He had like all these like
trinkets,
crazy herbs and like frankincense and like all this other crazy stuff. And then on this shelf over here, he had these like little peyote cactuses, and I've never seen one in person. That was the first time I've ever seen one. And what he told me was like, because it's it's illegal in the United States, it's legal in Canada.
I've never even like really heard of peyote.
Yeah, it's mescaline, right? So it's the cactus that makes you trip.
Super
So
hard.
what do you do? How do you do it? Like, do you just
They eat them. They eat them.
I thought they made like a tea, but yeah, you're probably eating it's the fastest.
Yeah, they eat them. But he had this like little cactus. But what he was telling me is like the cactus themselves, they take like 20 years to grow. Like
20 years, just a tiny little bulb.
to grow like the size of a chicken nugget.
Wow.
Yeah.
And how much of it do you think you'd have to eat? Not the whole thing.
No, you have to eat like 15 of them.
What?
Yeah.
What?
So basically, like, I could be wrong, but like they say when you go on it, you have to eat a lot. It makes you sick.
Yeah, it sounds. I can't eat 15 of anything. Like,
but you have to eat a lot of it.
cactus?
But what was so crazy was like, if you think about like how long it takes to grow them, when you're going on one of those ceremonies, you're eating like 2 decades worth of cactus just for like an 8-hour trip or something like that. All right, so
This is coming along.
they're in the dirt.
Here we go.
They're in the dirt. There'll probably be some green patches. We gotta make this little megatoad. Colors is megatoad. Let's ask the chat. What do you guys think? What kind of toad is this? Post your toad. Let me see you guys' toads. I want to see what toad this is.
Breaking news. Otico the duck being taken in for questioning.
I didn't spill no fucking bucket. I was just chilling and fucking.
Sources say he spilled an entire bucket of fire on the boardwalk. Authorities say he's going straight to some jail.
I've been getting fucking sick and tired. These bitches tryna blame me for the fire. I don't know, man, I was feeling tired. Mama told me not to play with fire. What the fuck you think I wear a wire? Pappy pappy up on CN Tower. How the fuck you up on CN Tower? Bristol cone is like way higher. Yeah, I just hit both girls. I'm on a yacht, not a boat, sir. I like mimosas. Open my hand, I got a proposal. I've been on several posters. Gotta delete all the. I don't know why I've been doing this shit, but I know that I gotta get closer. I got fucked to this shit. I'm a star, I'm a boss, yeah. Be loving, not doing this shit straight from the top, yeah. Get involved with this, I got far with it. I got faucet, drip, tryna fucking flaunt in it, yeah. Bitch, I'm awesome, what you hear is gossip. I got all these creepy bitches, never out of options. I could give a fuck about the butter around my frogs, yeah. I don't wanna know about it, I just wanna flaunt it, yeah. We got cause and effect, 100x, the effects on my desk. She play fetch with my dick, come and catch. I confess, I got stress, I can't rest. I got demons, DDS and BBS's on my neck, tryna flex, ambidextrous. I got pussy to my right and to my left. The fuck you think be coming up? Yeah, I'm the next. You would never thought I'd say what's up to your ex. All of a sudden, man, I gotta go and get a text from that ex. Yeah, she just bought a duck and now she tryna settle debts. All she really wanted was a duck right down her neck. Yeah, I don't fuck around, I got a voltage to collect. Yeah, gotta stretch. Yeah, I do yoga on the set. Yeah.
Wow,
And we're back.
that was dope. That video is it's quality, man.
That means a lot to me, bro.
Quality.
That means a lot to me, Frankie.
Like
especially coming from you.
mega quality. I mean, it's sick.
Yeah, right? I fell off a roof once.
I
I swear. All it did was knock the wind out of me, and I got up and was like, well, damn.
Yeah,
Well, damn.
Scooter the ankle, like I know, like razor scooters
Yeah.
when those first came out. My shins, my ankles, they were done.
I know, so devastating. Like,
They were done.
so bad.
Oh man, that was like the worst.
That's one of the
pain.
worst pains of all time.
It is. It's like still to this day.
Yeah.
I went to a couple of the ETH Denvers. Actually, I did a hackathon at one of the ETH Denvers and won.
Whoa.
I built a game where you could play Battleship via iMessage.
Whoa.
So I could text you. It was like it would make a wallet. I could like put 0.1 ETH in, and I could text you, and it was battle bombs. Basically, it was like Battleship, and we'd go back and forth, and whoever won would get deposited the ETH.
Whoa.
Yeah, so I built that on iPhone.
Yeah, that's so rad.
Yeah, I built that on iPhone, and I won the hackathon. I won like 10 grand or something like that. It was pretty cool. It was
That
really
is
fun.
That is super cool.
This was the artwork. So you could plant bombs, and then you would plant like your bombs, and then someone else would plant their bombs, and the first to pop all the 3 bombs would win.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
cool.
yeah. And it
That's really cool.
Yeah. So there was one buffalo for the ETH Denver buffalo, if you guys know, that you could win. But these were the different states for the bombs that I did. So because it was a game,
Yeah.
and so like this was you dig it, and then you would do you put your bomb in, or the bomb exploded or whatever. This is 2019, February 15th.
Dang.
When the bombs exploded, yeah, this was the explosion that would happen when you accidentally tapped one of the bombs. Damn, that's sick. Yeah, it was cool. Because I got this little secret right here.
Dang. What is that, Frankie?
I'm not going to let the camera see it too much. 'cause
Whoa. That
got
heat,
one,
that heat seeker.
and You guys might, the announcements tomorrow. Announcement tomorrow.
That was fire, Kevin. Do that
I
again.
don't know, because so what I've learned is I can't show you guys leaks on the screen because you guys screenshot it. So now
what
all
the
I'm gonna
heck?
do is I'm just gonna show you on the stream like this, and you can't even really see it that much.
Yeah, it's all up
So you gotta
to
zoom in, and
interpretation.
you're like, my eyes hurt. And then like there's this one. I don't know if they. I don't know if they go.
Ooh.
I don't know if they're gonna be finalized. Which ones we're gonna do, but I shot those over, so those are some dope one-of-ones, you guys. I'm down with
sir.
CryptoBatz. I think that project is sick.
It is really dope.
Is that Ozzy's project?
Yeah.
Show is.
But this is
The
what
Prince of
this is what
Darkness
this is what I
himself.
love. Like this. Tell me that ain't
Yeah,
hard.
that's hard.
I know some turds. Starting to get that vibe. Look at that. I like it.
Yeah, it looks good.
It's definitely where he lives. I'm just digging that little toad.
He's stealing the show.
the toad. He's just like in the middle.
Guy's stuck. He wants to go for a walk.
Yeah, but he's just got that look on his face. He's like, "You trying to come over here? You trying to come over here, bro?
Come at me.
Come at me, dog. Let's go."
You won't do it.
I think with this line here, using black outlines versus colored outlines in some parts of illustration. Like I like the black outlines, but sometimes you have to, for things that are like in the distance, liquids especially, you want to do.
True,
You don't want to use black. But I've always used like heavy black in my illustration. It's the best way to pop. Though I watched this like, I think it was a TikTok on oil painting and how to build up dark hues for shadows, and like you never want to use true black. You always want to like throw like brown or orange or blue in it. I've tried to use that more with when I draw. Instead of using the true black color, I try to put
Some other
more,
like a purple.
purples. Yeah. Well, no, I do that a lot in like my paintings, because you know how I use the fluid liquid goldens.
Yeah,
Yeah. I always try to pop some like indigo in there.
I dig it. I noticed they do that in
It's
anime.
just very
a lot.
subtle.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got like in this little scene right here, he's got his so the Megatoad, he's definitely stealing the show.
So does that Megatoad have like a name? It's his pet. It has to have a name,
What would his name be?
right? You know what to do, Disco. Give us those names.
Come on, Discord. What do you guys
Discord.
think?
They got the answers.
Name that toad. We got a Chunk.
Oh yeah.
Chunk.
We got Spike.
Chunk's pretty good.
We got Stinky, Jim, Kevin.
Stinky Jim.
Oh man, Giuseppe,
Giuseppe.
Jabba,
That's what I call my friend. My friend Giuseppe.
Boris. Oh man, Hubbard. Some pretty good names. We got a Floyd,
I like Stinky Jim. Like together.
Stinky Jim. Kodo submits Stinky Jim. Frank, you hear that?
Stinky Jim.
That looks like Stinky Jim to me. Those
Chino.
turds
Look
at
everywhere.
him.
Todd.
He's like, you trying to
Stinky
come into
Jim.
my yard?
SJ.
Do you try to even come into my yard? He's holding it down. He's definitely the enforcer protecting all those cable boxes.
Yeah, you don't want to mess with him. Get slimed.
He'll zap
He
you.
gets slimed. There's this little barbed wire fence. Yeah, you guys got crazy moose up in Canada. I've been to Alaska. I was at my sister's place, and I hear like something banging on the wall outside.
Oh
And I was
God.
like, well, this is it. I'm dying. And I look out the window, and I was on the second story, and there's a massive moose.
Oh, I've never seen a moose.
You never
What?
seen one? I thought they had them everywhere in Canada.
Well, like.
Oh, you're in like a city.
Well, I've been
proper.
camping a lot, and like the place I went to this year did have moose, but we didn't see it. But like my friends who went there before that trip did see one like on the water where we.
They're
canoed.
big.
Aren't they like super violent too?
They can be, yeah.
Yeah, like
think
I
if you
heard they're
just,
like,
like,
aggro.
Yeah, if you mess with them, like they
Trot you to
Yeah,
death. You get
they're-
trotted to death.
Those
yeah,
things
they
are
don't-
stallions.
they
man,
don't
they'll-
take no shit.
No BS.
Excuse my language.
So funny, my friend. He woke me up at the middle of the night in a tent when we were just in the middle of nowhere, and he's like convinced that there was a moose right outside our tent, and he's like, "Man, Otto, wake up! There's a moose right there." And I'm like, "Dude, are you sure?" And he's like, "Yeah, he's right there. He's looking at us." And like it was no, there wasn't. I went out there and there was nothing there.
It was the pitch black hallucinations.
Yeah, he was just like the wind and stuff, and like there was a shadow and like some rustly sounds, and it's like
Yeah, that's rough. I used to do stuff like that all the time when I was a kid. Like I'd be sitting in my room and see like the gnarliest monsters,
yeah,
and it's just like, you know, a pile of clothes.
it was too funny.
Yeah, I used to psych myself out all
Yeah,
the
you
time.
work it up in your head, and then you like think
Yeah, you're
about
like,
it.
This is real.
This
is real.
your brain makes it real.
What do we title this thing to wrap it up? What do we call this?
Hmm.
It's all little background art pieces that are gonna be important later down the road.
Yeah.
I know, what
What
do
is
you
the
call it?
what is the
Rick's
chat?
Because this could turn into like a little Polaroid of one of the other shots that I'm gonna. Yeah, see, that's why I always throw like purple in there. Always like having like a darker, like instead of like just doing like black for the shadows, like just like some purple, kind of push things back under the
That's a good
RV. Under the RV, you could do that, and then like after you have it, adjust the opacity. Sometimes even too, you can take these and like multiply it instead of like doing like just like a harsh black on there, using like a darker purple. That's probably one of the most important things aside from composition and just other elements of design is just color. I think too.
This is true.
I think
Color and shading.
color shading, volume,
Highlights.
it's like all of that stuff. But the one thing that I've noticed too with projects, it really stands out to me when I see a project is the lining style. With SupDucks specifically, I use just the strokes are all the same size, but some people taper, right? Some people have
Yeah.
like a taper. Bored Apes has like more of a taper, or like Doodles is very round. There's no like wobbliness to
Yeah.
it. One of the things that I did with SupDucks, I loosened up the brush stroke because I used to like illustrate stuff that was a lot tighter, but I wanted it to be a little bit more loose. And so like I took off that like that smoothness, you know?
The old stabilizer cannon.
I think this looks good. When I look at all of these images across the top, I'm starting to like establish where they come from and then where they're going to go, because that's the setting that I want them to come to LA is like they came from the trees in the forest and then like to the boardwalk because I want to have that like abstract. You came from this world up in the trees in Canada. And again, the backstory on this for everybody in the chat, if you guys know, like CryptoKitties, which was probably one of the biggest influences on the NFT space, came from Canada. The smart contracts came from Canada.
Ethereum came from Waterloo, Ontario,
Like-
45 minutes from where I live.
Yeah. I mean, isn't Vitalik is
Yeah, he went to Waterloo University. It's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
near Kitchener, and that's literally where I live.
Yeah, which
30
is
minutes from there.
Which is crazy because like, you know, I went to college and school in Silicon Valley in San Francisco where Twitter and Instagram and all that stuff was made, and then Web 2.0 was California. It was like really where it really set off, and now you have Web 3.0, which most of the innovation came from up there. It's kind of crazy. So yeah, that's why I wanted SupDucks to be set, not the whole thing set in Canada, but like that's where its origin is. It came from Canada, because it's kind of like an inside twist joke where the tech came from. But you can see, like, we go back to Mr. Chip Anderson, who's our main character. They're always up in the woods and all that stuff, and then we start to look at where they're up there camping or whatever, and then this is where Ricky lives. He lives. Whoa, where's that?
That's the CN Tower in Toronto.
Oh, sick.
But I drew it in SupDuck style.
Hold on, let's see it.
Nice.
This is in the music video. It's kind of low key though.
It's all about the little things.
Sweet. So here we are. We're at the 8:30 mark.
Oh snap!
This is the drawing for the day. After doing this, I mean, I'm ready to start getting into a little bit more of the illustration of the action. But I think setting all of this background stuff is pretty important.
It's very important.
And I definitely think that we might have to include that sketch where I was telling you guys about the hood shamans. I blue lined that with a little cactus for sale. I could imagine there's like a little duck dude. He's a little weirdo.
Whoa.
I think we just got ourselves a glimpse
What
of
was that?
YG.
Oh no.
What is that?
I don't know if you guys can hear that. That was
Oh no.
welcome to LA.
Is that what we
It's
think it
so
is?
sus. I told you this place is haunted. What happened to those little dolls?
Yo,
We threw those away, right?
Someone's getting clapped outside.
Dude, for real.
Sounds like it's coming from.
Is that fireworks?
I don't think
Is
so.
it fireworks?
Yeah, it's on an AK-47. It's just. Yeah, you can hear the little.
Is it
shrapnel.
fireworks or is it gunshots?
Yeah, it looks like it's fireworks.
Welcome to the world. No, I think if there was a Shaman Duck, probably got like those. What are they called? Wooks.
When you say wooks?
He's like this. He's got like dreads.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He's like, welcome,
Welcome to my place.
welcome.
I've been waiting for you, Chip.
And don't worry about that vase.
Like, hey man, good vibes. You gotta have good vibes.
Mm-hmm.
It's a dangerous world out there, man. Everybody's gotta have good vibes. Like, he's got a little plate. He's like, this is where you keep your king frog.
Does he got an incense holder?
Yeah, he's got a king frog little statue that is actually the incense holder.
Nice, nice. Just a little something, something. Yeah.
He's like, yeah, him and the king. That's the one.
I dig it.
I like it. And he's got these little cactus. Telling you, I went to that place in Canada. It was real. And he had that little glass case and like a little rug.
All sorts of potions in it.
Yeah, it was trippy.
You guys ever spoke to one of those people that tells you about like your spirit, your soul?
Like a tarot card reader?
Yeah, like that.
Like a
yeah.
psychic? No, I haven't. I'd be too like trying to change my destiny.
I feel like I'm too much in the Matrix.
Yeah, I might end up final destinationing myself.
The possibility that's possibly happen's already happened in the present moment. You just gotta pick which one you want.
Oh man, it's a lot of responsibility.
This poutine drawing I might have to do. We're gonna have to come up with a funny little situation that happens with the poutine. Chip and Ricky's like, when you grow up, you're gonna be a lumberjack just like me. And he's like, when you grow up, you're gonna hustle cable boxes just like me. And then he gets arrested. Then he moves. And that's it.
He's like, we got to get out of here.
Amazing. All right. We got one. I think we're going to wrap it up for the night. Most likely, I'm going to upload this on OpenSea. I'm going to drop it into the Story of SupDucks collection. I'll probably do like a little run, maybe like 25 for 0.05.
Sounds fair.
I'll figure it out. But I'm going to start collecting all of these, and every time we start drawing all this art, I'm going to mint all of this stuff. So if you guys snatch it.
Snatch it fast.
It's all good because it lives somewhere. And then that way, because I have a habit of accidentally deleting things, so at least if I mint it on OpenSea, I know it's there. For real. You don't have no idea how much art I've accidentally deleted.
That sounds awful.
Yeah, I've deleted a lot of like source art from because I was searching for something the other day and I was like,
It's gone.
I wiped it on accident. But alrighty, y'all. We'll catch you guys. Make sure you check it out. We're gonna be here probably tomorrow. I might jump in the Discord tomorrow as well and do
Discio.
something. I might. I'm gonna keep this going because I really do. My goal is, again, I want to get a cartoon made really, really, really bad.
I think you're gonna do it, Frank.
So bad.
I believe in you.
And what I might do too, because I know Thursdays are like let's draw Story of SupDucks Day, but I might have another pop in because I need to finalize the art for the toad licking, and the idea that Stronk came up with is so weird.
Shout out Strong.
It is.
Stronky.
It is quite weird. And since Otico's in the building, I think Otico, you're gonna be helping me out with that one because it's gonna be funky weird, man.
It's an honor. I'm kind of blown away that I ended up here. So I'm really grateful of this being here, all of you guys.
Oh, hell
so
yeah.
thank you.
My brother.
It's gonna be dope.
Yep.
Alrighty, y'all. We'll catch you guys. Everybody have a good night. Have a good Thursday.
Keep it trill out there.
This was fun. Have a good night, guys.
See you on the other side.
Sup, boy.